Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and welcome back to another Dark Park Film Reviews. And this video I am very excited about because I've wanted to do this for a while. We're going to be doing something totally different. We are going to be looking at my Funko Pop collection. And I have now become obsessed with these Funko Pops. And I love these things. I think that they're just so fun. They're so awesome, and I've substituted watching the very boring and depressing and frustrating news for watching videos with people that collect Funko Pops. And then I found out that two of my friends, Joe Lujan and Philip Tricky, also collect Funko Pops. And Joe Lujan kind of got me into them a little bit more when I'd only collected a couple of them. I just wanted to get a couple from the movies that I like and display them and leave it at that. But then I collected a couple more and a couple more and a couple more, and now I have a small, I would say, modest, collection. And what Joe would do is he would take them out of the box, save the box, and if it's a movie pop, he would have the DVD or Blu-ray up, and he'd put the pop right in front of it. If it's one like a pop for music, he would take that character out and put it by some like concert DVDs, that type of thing. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I was like, huh, okay, I kind of like that. But I do keep all mine in the boxes. Then Philip Tricky over at on YouTube, the OGP, I'm going to be adding a couple links for him down below because there's one where I think it was about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, something like that, where we were showing off our collections. And he had a much larger collection than I did. Mine's grown a little bit, but he's been doing this for a lot longer than I have. And so I'm going to put that link down below. But the funny thing is, he didn't know that Five Below sold Funko Pops until I told him. I didn't know that Five Below sold Funko Pops until Joe told me. Both of them didn't know that if you go to like the app or the website for Five Below, you can order stuff that's not really in the stores or is hard to find in the stores. And you could get it that way. So now, on top of hitting Zia records for these things, we're also, doing the Five Below stores. We're using like the app website, and I am constantly on the Funko like app, constantly, or website, looking at what all the new stuff is. I ordered one Funko Pop directly from them because I absolutely loved it, and I'll show you which one that one is. But I love being part of this community that collects these Funko Pops, and that there's conventions and videos, and I'm having so much fun just watching these videos instead of just like watching the shitty news. And people just seem to be so happy collecting these, you know and it makes me happy. It really does. And it's something that I really enjoy doing. I gotta watch the money though. I mean, because I could spend a lot of money on this stuff, but I'm really trying to keep it at a minimum. But I just love these, and I want to get more. I'll probably have to put up a few more shelves or get a bookcase or something for all of these. But let's start. These are in some sort of order. So most of these that I have, well, probably all of them, are from movies or TV shows. So the first stack here are all from TV shows where I've collected the pops from like movies or TV shows. And then I have another set over here that's random pops from movies and TV shows. And then I have 3 from Culture Fly that I'm going to throw in here too, because I think these are really cool. I'm kind of getting into their stuff too. And and then we're going to get into some smaller Funko, pops. I really am having fun doing this. So the first one here is for the movie The Dark Tower, Stephen King. Nobody liked it but me. And yes, I read the first like couple books. It's in comparison, it's not good. But if you remove it and call it its own thing and all that, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was well directed. I thought that the effects were really good. I liked, the actors that they got in it. I liked the gunslinger. I thought it was pretty good, or I should say, I'm sorry, the Dark Tower, and based on the gunslinger stuff. So what I did was when I go onto eBay, I don't try to buy stuff individually. I do have some of that, but I try to buy it, especially if I know there's more than one. I try to buy it as like a collection. So this I got. So here is the Man in Black, and he's holding like this kind of like this like little crystal ball right here. I think he looks really good. And he's number 451. And there's two in the series. So there's the Gunslinger and the Man in Black. That's interesting. So something that I've noticed, and this just reminded me. So the Man in Black is 451. 451. Then you have the Gunslinger is 450, and he has two guns. So that means I'm going to have to set these on the floor, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to look into this because I bought the Man in Black and the Gunslinger together. They were like $20 for both. And I really just wanted the Man in Black. But I noticed also that on the Gunslinger, he has an exclusive Barnes and Noble sticker. But if you notice, he is 452. But on the back, it still says 450. And he is only holding one gun, and it doesn't look like there's a second gun that you could place in his hand. See, there's his hand. He has no gun. There's his gun. So what is this 450 with the two guns? I don't think that they would put like a variant on here. There are these things called chase that are rare and more valuable versions of the ones that come out. Maybe it's a chase. I'm not sure. But I think this also looks really good too. I like this one a lot. So both of these I bought together, and then I was at Zia Records, and I did find this for, I want to say probably like $5. So I have two of these, but this one doesn't have the sticker. And it still says 552. So without the sticker, you can kind of see it a little bit better there. That he is only holding the one gun. Even in the picture, he has one gun. But on the back, once again, 450, he's got the two guns. So those are my pops for the Dark Tower. These two I did buy using the app for Five Below. And they are, these are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have two of them. I need to get more. But these, they say Nickelodeon, and it's the Eastman, and I think is it Laird's? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So these are the ones that are based off of the comic book, not like the kids show. And there is a sticker on both that says PX Previews Exclusives. So I like picking these ones up that have the sticker. This is number 32. This is Leonardo. And he's got like the two, I don't know what you call them, like the two swords. But there are 6 different figures that you can get. So there is Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael, there's Casey Jones, Shredder, and Michelangelo. It even kind of has like the little, like the comic book back here. So he's number 32. This is 34, and this is Michelangelo. And he has the nunchucks. Once again, it's the PX previews exclusive. You can kind of see his nunchucks in there. It's interesting that they have Casey Jones and Shredder, but they don't have Splinter or April. I'm not as familiar with even though I like the comic book ones better, I'm not as familiar. So maybe there's a reason why, or maybe there's a whole different set with them. So number 34 for him. The next one is, and if you guys have been following me, you know I love Fast and Furious. I love them all. One day I sat down, I think it took me 2 days, and I did a chronological viewing of all the movies. So I started off with like the 3rd one, and then went to the 5th one, and then went to the 7th one, then went back to the 1st one, and it was great, and they fit perfectly. That includes my favorite one, which is the Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. I love Hobbs and Shaw. I love that film. I think I've seen it more than any of them. And there are 4 pops. This is where I really started to get into them, is I wanted all of the Hobbs and Shaw pops. And I got them. So the first one they did, which is number 920, is they did Shaw. Don't know why they didn't do Hobbs first. It would have made sense title-wise. And he's got a gun. And there are 4, so you could get Shaw, Hobbs, Brixton, and Hattie. And so now 921 would be Hobbs. And he's got like an Uzi or machine gun. Some of these are bobbleheads. Some of them are not. Yeah, Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. I love that movie. Now we have the villain of the film, Brixton. He's number 922, played by the same actor who played the gunslinger. Looks really good. And he's holding a handgun, and he's got like another gun right up here. The last one is 923, and that's Hattie. She is the sister of Shaw. And she has a handgun. She's holding a handgun. So that's all my Hobbs and Shaw. Also, if you've been following me, you know I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan. And I did pick up, and put these in a different order. This was the very first one I picked up. I saw this at Walmart. My buddy Cody Tudor, told me when we were doing one of our Nicolas Cage videos, he showed this, and it's for Mandy. And I'm like, oh my God, I want that. I have to have that. It's the Red Miller character. And so I happened to be in Walmart and they had it and it was pretty cheap. I think it was only like $10, probably something like that. So I picked it up. It's got a couple dents in it here and there, but that's okay. So this is him holding that giant ass battle axe. And he's got like kind of like blood splattered on his head. So this is 1131. And there's two characters. So there's also Mandy. So there's Red Miller and Mandy. And then I picked up Mandy. So she's 1132. And it looks like she's holding a cigarette. I love this film. It is such a messed up movie. So when we were doing that video, Cody told me there's also a pop with Mandy with a solid red face. So that I still need to find. It's on, I could easily get it off of eBay, but I still need to get that one. But I did find at Zia Records when Philip and I were there, the Red Miller with the red face. So Mandy looks a lot like this. And this is a Legion exclusive. And it's got the same number, 1131. So this is a variant on the original. And it's not, so you can see it's not on the back. Like it has a picture here, but it's not listed as one of the figures. So that's pretty cool. And also, if you've been following me, you know my favorite actor is Tom Cruise. I've mentioned before in some other videos that Tom Cruise does not sell his likeness. If you look him up on like IMDb or Wikipedia, him going outside of like his own movies is rare. So you have like, you know, Austin Powers, Gold Member, you have like Tropic Thunder. Very rarely did he go outside. Even the video games for like Top Gun or Mission Impossible do not have his image as Maverick, you know, as Ethan. They're not him. He just doesn't do it. So there are no Funko Pops except for the Mummy that he made for Universal, which was technically the first, technically the second, if you include Dracula Untold, which was supposed to be the first MonsterVerse movie, but they kind of went, when that didn't do well. And then, of course, everything got shut down because the Mummy did not do well. So the only Funko Pops that are officially available are the Mummy, and he's one of them. There is a company out there, it's not cheap, I think they're in the UK, where you can have an exact Funko Pop duplicate box and character made. And so I have seen some of Maverick. I've seen some for The Last Samurai. I'm thinking of doing one myself. I do want him from, I think I'm going to do two. I think I'm going to do Top Gun, probably Top Gun Maverick. And I would like to do one from Mission Impossible. They're not cheap, kind of like making myself into a Funko Pop. It's not cheap, but if you're into this, it's worth it. So the first one we have here is from The Mummy, and it's $434, and it is The Mummy. So after I got Red Miller, I said, oh, well, if I'm getting Nicolas Cage, then I have to get Tom Cruise, and the only ones that are available are from The Mummy, and I do like The Mummy. So here we have The Mummy here, and it does show that there's 3 characters. Then after that is number 435, which is, I'm going to mispronounce this, probably Hammett, Ahamet. I'm not sure how to say her name. But this is before she's the Mummy. So this is 435. The actress who plays the Mummy, I think, is just absolutely gorgeous. She was also in that Rebel Moon. Zack Schneider. Now we come to, and it's weird that this was the last one. I'm surprised this wasn't the first one. 436. This is the Tom Cruise Nick Morton. This is out of print. You can find it. It is not cheap. I found it, I want to say, for around, with shipping and handling, tax, all that, it came out to be around $70. I've seen this at Zia Records, depending on the shape of the box, for $200, $300. I've seen it other places for $500. This is, and you can get it, but it is a rare and expensive pop. I have it in this special box here. There's one other pop that I'll show you that's in this type of box. I bought these at Target. It even says, it's kind of hard to see. I'll show you. But a lot of mine, and I took them out because they just didn't look good under the light. But I put them in these protectors. And they're just plastic protectors. Philip was nice enough. He ordered a whole bunch of them. So he gave me a bunch of them, so I could put my other pops in them. But the ones that are really valuable, like this one, I got the plastic. So I'm going to pop it open here. And it does say pop on it. Right down there, it's Funko. And it slides out. These are like $8. They're pretty cheap. So we could probably see it better. He is holding, I think those are binoculars. This for me was a kind of like, fuck it, I'm just going to throw it on a credit card. If I ever meet Tom Cruise, I want him to sign this. You have him sign it right here. That's what I've been told. If somebody signs their pop, you have them sign it right in front. You try to get it with one of those pins, like one of those like thick colored pins, so it looks really nice. Some people do it with like just a black marker, but it looks very thin. It looks fine, but I do prefer the thicker pin. And then he just fits right back in here. Yeah, I don't want him getting dusty. I don't want this to get ruined at all. So he just fits right back in. Okay, so now the next ones are random. At the very end, well, before we get into like the really small minis, I'll show you the Funko Pop that I bought only because I didn't want to leave Five Below empty-handed. I don't like this one, but I'm going to keep it. But I'll show you that one at the end. So I picked this one up. So this is from The Flash. This is number 1339, and it's Supergirl. I'm not a fan of this movie. I I thought it was a waste of Batman and Michael Keaton. I do not like Ezra Miller at all. But I found the actress who played Supergirl to be absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I thought that she put out 100%. I mean, she was in this. I love that she's not blonde. I love that it's like the short black hair. I love that her character is angry. That she was being kept in like a Russian prison, like up in the Antarctic, and that she was just pissed off. I would love to see a movie just with her if they kind of kept her the same way. Um, when she finds out that like Superman as a baby was killed by Zod and she freaks out. I loved her character in this. I think she's the only good thing in this entire movie. It's the only reason why I own the movie. So when I saw this at Five Below, I'm like, okay, I want this. I'm not going to pick up anything else from it, but this is what I'm going to pick up. Is just this. This I do normally have a plastic one of these. I put one of these around it. Ah, don't fall onto the floor. Stay in my hand. Okay. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's actually 10 pops that you can get for this movie. Would I get any more? I mean, General Zod would be pretty cool. And there are 2 Batman. The Flash figures aren't bad. I just don't know if I could do it. I just did not like the movie that much. But, there's a bunch. And I really like her. It's like she's kind of just floating. It's a little hard to see, but yeah, I really liked her. The next one, I'm going to move these up here because these are later. There, put those right there. And then this is the one that I want to show you near the end. Okay. So then Five Below, I was looking through all the shelves. Nothing interested me. Looked way down at the bottom, like way deep in the back. And I came across these 2. One is Indiana Jones. So this is pretty cool. And it's $13.50. The reason why I got it, and it is a bobblehead. See, you can see here there that it's all open up under the neck and there's a spring in there. You can't tell unless you open the box. But the reason why I got this, and I was very happy with it, is that it's simply Indiana Jones. It doesn't have a movie on this. I don't think I would have purchased this if it was Indiana Jones and the Dial of Dysentery. I don't want to own anything from that film. So I'm happy that this is just Indiana Jones. And on the back, it does have, it seems of, it's interesting of what they have. It's more Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So it's 6 characters. So you got like Marion, you got Sala, you have Arnold, was it like Taut, who's the Nazi guy with the glasses. You got Henry Jones Sr. Oh, then there's another Indiana Jones. So mine is this top one, and then you have Indiana Jones in his leather jacket. So these I would collect because they're from 2 of the best. I mean, technically there are 5 Indiana Jones movies, but there's really only 3. So it would have been nice to actually have Indiana Jones from Temple of Doom. Maybe that's a different, series. But I'm just glad that this was just simply Indiana Jones. I found this with it, and it is a Funko.com exclusive. And I just thought that this was funny. So I picked it up, and I like the cereal. So it's Count Chocula. So it's a cereal box where the bowl has eyes and it's smiling. It's got two arms, And then it's got the feet down here. Okay, you can see it better like that. I've seen others for like Captain Crunch, and there's like Fruity Pebbles, and I don't know if I would get any more of these. I just picked it up because I just thought it was funny, and I do like the cereal, so I always pick it up. Well, I pick up all the Monsters cereal at Halloween, but I also just like the sticker that it's an exclusive. General Mills. I like that they put up here like the name of the character or the movie. In this case, it's a product, a breakfast cereal, so they put General Mills up there. This next one. So I do like the TV show Friends. And I saw this and I thought, this is probably the only pop that I would buy from Friends. Um, I always felt sorry for this character. You know, he loved Rachel so much. And, you know, Ross, the psychopath, you know, always got her, and he got her in the end. And that's Gunther. And I love this pop. I really do. It's the only one that I want. When Friends ended, I thought it sucked that they made Joey as the spinoff. I think they should have done Central Perk and made Gunther the lead. And then you just had the whole thing take place at Central Perk. And then you meet all the different characters that are there. And then, of course, you know, when Sweeps comes around, then you have Rachel show up, or Monica show up, or Joey show up, you know. I think that would have been a great idea instead of Joey, which failed. This is a 1064, and he's basically cleaning out like a coffee mug. I really like this pop. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 pops. So you do get Rachel, you get Chandler, Joey, Phoebe, Monica, and Ross. I don't really have an interest in any of these other ones. So I don't know if I would pick them up. But I really liked Gunther. And then, yeah, it was Philip who told me that the actor died who played him. I thought that was really like a drag, a cancer or something. So what a drag. I would have loved to have him sign this if I ever got to meet him. But, you know, what are you going to do? This next one I picked up at Zia Records. I waited 2 weeks. This was $15, and I love this movie and I love its sequel. It's when Disney was good, and I just didn't want to pay $15. But I looked it up on eBay, and that is really pretty much what it's going for, like 15, 20 bucks. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave it. It's right in the line where you go, you know, right there where you're waiting for the registers. People can fully see it. It's in a stack of other pops. If I come back and it's here, I'll pick it up. And it was there. So I figured, okay, I have to pick it up. It was meant to be. So that is Disney's Tron. So this is from the first Tron. This is $4.89. It glows in the dark, but I haven't tried it yet. So I should probably keep it by a light and see if it glows in the dark. But I really like this. So he's the blue Tron. And there's only 2. So there's $4.89 and $4.90. You get Sark, who's the villain. Surprised they didn't make more for Tron. But I really like this one. I love the color, and I like that he's holding the disc. You can see that there. So I really like this figure. This next one is one that I definitely keep in one of the plastic containers. I want it signed. When I get it signed, it's going to go into one of those really thick plastic ones, like the Tom Cruise mummy. I want this signed. This is a goal. I want Michael Bay to sign this. You can get this for like $300 on eBay. It comes with a certificate, and it is done in one of those like nice thick blue pens, so it matches the colors on the box, and I love it. I might just put some money aside and pick it up, because when am I ever going to meet Michael Bay? Probably never. And if I do meet him, am I going to have a pop with me? So that is Transformers. And this is, most of them say like pop movies. This says pop retro toys. This is number 22. So this is for the cartoon for Transformers. It's not for the Bayformers, so it's not for the movies. It's Optimus Prime. I think this looks really nice. I like this one a lot. And yeah, you just have him sign it right here. So, and he does sign these, even though it's the cartoon, it's still Transformers, and he'll sign it. It's a better. Looks like there's 5 of these, but I don't really have a desire in picking up some of the other ones. There's also Bumblebee, Megatron, Jazz, and Soundwave. I just don't think the other ones look as good. Yeah, there's the cartoon up there. So, but this is a mission for one day to have Michael Bay sign this. The next one here is on a horror franchise. This is also from Five Below, and this is now you can't get it. It's when you click on it, he's grayed out, so they sold out. But if you do find yourself going to Five Below and you see the little line and it's grayed out, they do restock. I have found with a few of these that they actually restocked the pops, so you might still be able to get it. But this is Leprechaun for the Leprechaun series. The Warwick Davis does conventions and stuff, so I want him to sign this. This would be great. More than a poster, more than a picture. I want these people to sign my pops. This is $12.45 and is from the first Leprechaun movie. I think he looks really good. He's got a gold coin in his hand because he needs his coins. He needs me coins. And there he is there. And it just says Leprechaun. So they didn't do any others. I think it'd be funny if they did the Jennifer Aniston from that movie. But yeah, just him. Nobody else. A lot of empty space there. This one I got. Wish it was from the first film, but that's okay. This is also Five Below. The store. And this is Shazam 2. So it's Shazam Fury of the Gods. It's $12.77. I enjoyed both films, but I liked, the first one better. I like that the first one made a lot of money. The second one, unfortunately, did not. I wish actually that it did better. $12.77. This is like he's hovering, kind of like the Supergirl. So I keep them together. Plus, they're both DC. So there he is there. This has a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This has 10 figures. If I were to collect these, which I don't plan on it would really hurt me to get the Rachel Weisz one. And I think that's Athena. Yeah, that would be tough. Am I saying her name right? I don't want to get corrected. Let's see here. Why do I think that's not correct? Rachel Zegler. Thank you. Rachel Weisz is a totally different actress who was in the Mummy, the other Mummy movie. Rachel Zegler. Good. I'm glad I caught myself on that. So yeah, that would be tough to buy the one with her, which I think is that one right there. But that's also a lot of figures to collect. So not a fan of her. Then we have Marvel. So this is Adam Warlock. This is from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Marvel Studios. This is 1210. I used to read this comic when I was collecting comics for a long time. And I liked the character. I liked what they did with him in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I also like the actor who plays him. And the pop actually looks like him. So he just looks like a pop. So I picked it up. This is also one from like the Five Below website, but I think it looks pretty good. There's a bunch of character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. I've seen some of these at the actual store, and then some of these you can pick up through the website or the app. I always use the app. I don't know how many of these I would actually collect. I don't think I want to get into that many. I just like this one. So yeah, I like that that it's gold with the red. He's got the cape. You can kind of see that there. Then this one, this is my only Star Wars one. And Philip Tricky and I, we hit Zia Records out here. And basically we were pop hunting. And we were also looking at movies to buy too. But mostly, you know, trying to find pops. And we came across these and bought them instantly. The way that we did it is Philip had a stack, had like Sopranos and Godfather in them, and I had a smaller stack of some just individual ones. He found this for 99 cents, and it was like, ooh, 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 ooh. So as our stacks kind of equaled, we thought the person that buys the most pops will get this 99-cent one. Then I found a 99-cent one, which I'm going to show you after this. And I also found this, but it was $10. So we kind of evened it out. So it worked out. We have like our little way of doing this, which I like. And so he picked this one up, and so did I. And we really liked this because, one, we liked the character. Two, we liked the first 2 seasons of the show. And we think that it was unfair that she got dumped from the show for voicing her opinion. And then all of her product just disappeared. So I'm going to show you something else from her too that I have as a mini. But that's the Cara Dune, and it just says Star Wars. It doesn't say Mandalorian. It just says Star Wars. And I find that interesting that it doesn't say Mandalorian. So, and this is a 403. And there are 5 characters here. So there is the Mandalorian with the child. Oh no, this would have been my second Star Wars one. Okay. Cara Dune, the Mithril, the child, and the Orion fighter. So those creatures that were at Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. Oh, there it says the Mandalorian. Well, we picked these up instantly. And we're thinking, since the one that he got was a little damaged, you know, it was 99 cents and mine was 10. Probably Zia Records was just trying to get rid of them because of, you know, what happened with the actress. So that right back here. So this is the one that I got for 99 cents. I was so happy with this, even though it does have damage. I am so happy with this. This is one that I have to have autographed. I have to have it. And it is the Jason Blum from Blumhouse Pictures. So this is the producer pop at $7.94. It's got blood here. And he's got like one hand in his pocket and his other hand out. I love this. I think this is awesome. I like Blumhouse, but they haven't been that great lately. And I would love to get him to sign this. I think this is great that they did a Jason Blum, pop. I think that's awesome. Just like I want an Uwe Boyle. I would love to have an Uwe Boyle pop. I think that would just be great. So have them sign it, get the thick, plastic case, put them right in, put the lid on, we'd be good to go. So now this one is another one that's in one of those thick cases. This is the only one that I have bought from Funko itself. It is brand new. It just came out this year. I think it came out maybe a month ago. I love this pop. I love it. And I saw it and I loved it. And I said, I think one day this is going to be valuable, especially if they have him return to like the Marvel universe in some sort of way, the multiverse or whatever it is. And that is Tony Stark. But what's interesting about, and he's a bobblehead too. So I'm going to take him out of this, but right now he's in that that thick plastic. This is Tony Stark, Iron Man, 1354. So let me take him out. Okay, so yeah, he's a bobblehead. This is Funko 2024 Entertainment Expo Limited Edition. What this is if you kind of look at it, half of him is Iron Man and half of him is not. So it's like he's in mid transformation with the suit. So half, which is really nice. So this side is Iron Man, this side is Tony Stark. Here, and I love this thing. I think this is absolutely beautiful. They did such a good job on this with the detail and the colors that I had to buy it. I had to buy it. I bought it the second I saw it. And there's nothing else listed. It's just Tony Stark Iron Man. That's it. So yeah, I almost wish like this was like not numbered this way, but since it's a limited edition, that it would say 1 of 50 or 1 of 100, whatever it might be. But if I've ever got to meet Robert Downey Jr., this is what I would have him sign. So, and then it just goes right back in here, right back so it's being protected. So Tom Cruise and this Tony Stark. So the Mummy and Tony Stark are my two big ones that I want to keep, preserved, basically, like a mummy. So I do have, like I said, I do have another Star Wars, and that's the child. What I like about this is the box is this way because of the ears. So this is 368. So what is Cara Dune is 403. It's easier to read here. 403. See, this is different. There's the child, 405. She's 403, but this is 368. So, child, Star Wars, The Mandalorian. I like that it says the child and not Guru or whatever his name is. Guru, is that his name? Even on the back of the box, oh, there's a lot more on the back of the box. This is part of a different series. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 on here. This also gets into like Boba Fett. There's like a stormtrooper. And there's a different Cara Dune. Oh. Hard to see, I know. A little blurry. Okay. So this is part of a different set. Where is she? Here she has the gun. And on the back here, it's really tiny. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's like 327, 403. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. And then I accidentally ordered two. So I ordered two shipments by mistake. Um, I gave up a couple of these to Philip, but he already had the child, so I kept it. Figured, why not? Nothing wrong with having two. Okay, so now this is the pop that I dislike the most. And then I'm going to show you some mini stuff. It's E.T. the Extraterrestrial. It's 1252. It's Elliot and E.T. My issue with this is I think that they're like too close together. You don't, I don't know. I would have liked it better if they were further apart. There's something about this that I just don't like. So that kind of blocks him. There are six. Elliot and E.T., Elliot in disguise, Elliot in robe, Elliot with flowers, Elliot, and then you get Gertie. But there's just something I just I don't know. I'm not a fan. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it's so close. If you look how close it is to his face. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't dig it. Not a fan. Okay, so now here are some minis, and we'll go by size. So we'll go by the bigger one. I also picked this up. I like Harry Potter. Not a massive fan of Harry Potter, but I thought that this was cool. So this is called their Funko Minis. And this is the Dementor. This is number 98. I just thought that that was cool. Let's see if I can get the name and stuff. I like how it's in gold. I like the packaging of it. There's a picture of him there. And you get these here. So there are minis of Harry Potter, Harrigan, Nortail, Hermione, Ron, Luna, is it Testro? Toll? They're in gold and they're tiny. I'm sorry, and I don't know the Harry Potter stuff that well. Snape and Dementor. Wizarding World. I don't think I'll pick up any more of these. I just thought that this was cool. I thought this was cool looking. And it was on sale. So that's the bigger of the three. Then we also got, and this is one that I gave Philip, because once again, all of her product got pulled. So this is the Funko Minis Cara Dune. And this is 33. I like that it's in the gold box, or copper box, actually. Yeah, I guess that'd be more copper. You got these here. And there's like Mandalorian with Guguru? Gorgru. I'm not sure how to pronounce Baby Yoda's name. I stopped watching it after the first season. You get that IG-11. I always thought that was Lando for some reason. Oh, no. So like Grief, Garga, Cara Dune, Cull, Gorgu. God, I cannot pronounce his name. Gorgu with Cup. Gorgru. God, I really cannot pronounce his name. It's that friggin' dyslexia where it just sticks in my damn head and I can't get it out. It's like I know what I want to say, but it just doesn't come out right. But you know who I'm talking about. And then this is the smallest one, and I thought that this was pretty cool. This is a Thanos keychain. And it's a pocket pop keychain, Marvel merch strike monster hunters. Bobblehead, it's a bobblehead keychain. And you can kind of see up there that's got the chain up there. But I'm going to leave them in here. I'm not going to use them as a keychain. I just thought he was just kind of cool. The weird thing is, at Five Below, this is $5. This is $5. This is $5. And this is $5. So you got all of these. Can't really see them, but these are all five. They're like $5 each. That doesn't seem right. Why would the keychain be the same size as a regular pop? But it is. So those I will be buying very, very much in limited quantities. Okay, and then the last three, these are from Culturefly. I found these two at Five Below, and it was one of those I didn't want to leave empty-handed, but I thought that they were so cool looking that I had to pick them up. I like the show, but I'm not like an obsessed fan of the show like some people are. But I loved these figures. I love the background, the box, everything. I think just looks awesome. So I did pick them up. You know, $5 each. Why not? And I'm really glad that I did. So this is Rick and Morty, Toxic Rick. I love that. I think that is so cool looking. And these are from Culturefly. This is Adult Swim. They also have some from Scooby-Doo. And I don't think these have numbers or anything on them. I mean, maybe something with the barcode, but. And then, you know, if you got Rick, you got to get Morty. And while Rick is freaking out, Morty is like petrified. Toxic Morty. I just love that design in there. I mean, it's so cool looking. Yeah, I just love them. I don't think I showed the top of Rick here. And now this is one that I bought off of eBay. I think I paid $12 for it. It took for friggin' ever to get here. It was coming cross country, but it like hit every friggin' state before it got to Nevada. And then I noticed on the like I think it was Five Below or something. It was that, or I don't think it was the Funko website, because at first I thought maybe Funko owned Culturefly. Maybe it wasn't the Funko website, but it was like $5. I think, you know, so maybe it was Five Below. I don't remember. But I was like, son of a bitch. You know, I could have just bought it from there. And that is, but I'm so happy to have it though. It's the Chucky figure. I love that he has the knife. He just has a solid black background. And this is the one that's from Bride of Chucky. And it says here Chucky, but it's a Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, and Seed of Chucky. And there is no Yeah, there's just no number. What is something on the barcode? Maybe. See, like this says this is the Morty FBP12. This is FBP10. FBP12. So I don't know if that means anything. There is a Tiffany, but she's not holding anything. She's kind of boring. She's just standing there. If she had a weapon or something in her hand, I probably would have bought her too. But I really like this. I really like the detail and everything. I think it looks really nice. So that's it. That's everything until I buy more. And then I'll do another video. Um, so yeah, so thanks everybody. I really appreciate it. And thank you for watching this and my other videos. More are coming out, of course. Try to do 1 or 2 a week. And all I could say is start collecting these things. They're fun. They're really fun. You know, if you have a hard day and the day sucks, stop by, a Five Below and see if they got something you want. Or if you have a place like Zia Records, go by there and pick up some and buy some movies, get some used movies, some used horror films. It's my happy place, and it makes me feel good after a hard day. So okay, so I guess that's it, and I will talk to everybody later. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it because this is probably a long one. So I'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks.